start recording. Now my screen is being recorded and my voice is being recorded too. I'm gonna put that there. All right. So, welcome back. I hope you are learning a lot. Um, I'm making these pretty long because I want you to be able to just like blow through these, listen to them at double speed. I keep forgetting I'm recording myself because I can't actually see myself on my screen, as you can obviously see from my screen. So I keep forgetting to actually look at you guys, but yeah. So today, as you can see from the title, you are going to learn how to edit the page. I'm not going to teach you about design quite yet. I will have an entire there's an entire part of this course dedicated to the design of the page. But for now, I'm just going to teach you guys how to basically how to navigate the editor and how to use it from a technical perspective. So in order to get to there, you should know how to get to this page by now. If not, then that means you didn't watch the other tutorial, and you should probably go back and look at the funnel steps editor to figure out how to get to here at least. So boom, you're at your funnel, and now you need to know, now you're ready to edit the page. If you couldn't guess by now, there's a big button right there that says edit page. So there's one for every single funnel step. And then if you were split testing, this is just going to move over to here. It's going to say variation, and you'll be able to edit the page as well. All right, so we're going to click edit page, and now we are in the page editor. Look at how nice it is. That is a let me zoom out a little bit. That is a sick cutout. I was trying to do this today, but my Photoshop skills are not this nice. Like, she's definitely on a green screen. The even lighting and all that, like that's insane. But that's neither here nor there. What we are going to focus on is what the hell is going on inside of this page. Let me zoom in a little bit more so you can see all the top stuff, because all of this is important. And I guess I will go. Actually, you know what? Forget this top stuff for now, because I hardly ever touch this unless I'm messing with any of the settings. This is the only stuff I'll ever actually mess with. So I'll show you what's in both of these. The only stuff you'll ever actually, what is this? Yeah, see, I would never do this. Beta features, apps, save rows and sections, Google Fonts, search photos. That's pretty dope. That's about it though. So look, check it out. The only stuff you will ever click is this, settings, pop up, and preview. And preview is self-explanatory. You click it, and then you get to see what it looks like without all the editing stuff popping up on it. This check's hot, but that's neither here nor there. Trying to X this stuff out. All right, cool. So now that we have that figured out, what the hell are the settings? This is integrations. This is where you will be connecting your email marketing platform, and I will show you how to do that in the integration part of this course. SEO and metadata. This is the title of your page. So when someone Googles something, let's go on Google. Let's type in Clickfunnels. All right, so this stuff, Clickfunnels, TM, welcome to Clickfunnels. That is the title. All of this stuff, use Clickfunnels to quickly create blah, 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 powerful email automation. That is in the description. The author, I don't even, like, that doesn't even pop up here, but you know, so I guess that doesn't really matter. Then keywords, if you know anything about SEO, that's just what people Google in order to potentially find your page. And I just now noticed that there's a preview right here. So I didn't have to go back and forth like that. But you know, like there you go. So that's how you control your SEO. Tracking code. This is where you put any codes to track conversions or anything like that for specific pages. I don't use this. This is just above my knowledge, and not actually necessary to make money. Obviously, if I don't even know what it does. Background is to change the overall background of the whole the funnel as a whole. So right now there's a video back there, which is interesting. But like, say you just wanted the background to be, let me copy this. Say you wanted the background to just be white. Uh, they have a sort of overlay right there. Okay, but like I think that changed. Or say you wanted it to be black. Okay, so they actually controlling the backgrounds, but you see the backgrounds changing right here. This has its own individual background, so you can obviously make different changes and overall changes of the funnel. I want to change this back because it actually looks cool with the video. Oh man. Ah no, I can't change it back. Background video on. There it goes. That's pretty lit. I actually like that. This is my first time seeing a sales funnel like that. I feel like it would be distracting, but what do I know? All right, so cool. And then lastly is this button right here, which means switch it to mobile. And this obviously is not optimized for mobile whatsoever. That is something that's very important because most people will hit your page from their phone, and this is something that you would have to fix because this is terrible. People will see this and they'll be like, "Oh, this person didn't even take the time to make sure that my experience on the phone wasn't that good." They obviously don't really care that much about business, or this isn't an established business, or they don't know what they're doing. So if they can't even get their website together, why would I buy from them? So that's why you want to make sure you always optimize for mobile. It's very important. Now, one, two, pop-ups, show pop-up. There actually isn't a pop-up, but like you can do two things. Like the obvious is the exit pop. Um, like it's, and what the, so you can, as you can tell, ClickFunnels can be buggy sometimes. Uh, which is the only like one of the few quarrels. So boom, that's obviously an exit pop, and you can obviously make that pop up when you have someone click a button. Uh, and I realize I'm doing stuff that I haven't shown or explained yet, but it's cool. I'll explain it. So boom, it makes the button pop up. All right, cool. Uh, let's get rid of that. Okay. All right, cool. And then this is obviously the save setting previews. That's what the pop-up is. It's literally a pop-up. And all the settings, typography, you can change all of the text that you want on here at once as well as individually. And then general does something important. Oh, you can save the page as a template and hide the affiliate badge. You always want the affiliate badge, and you can actually make sure that it's hidden from Google. That would be beneficial for like upsell pages and stuff like that. You don't want that popping up, but you do want that main sales page popping up, which helps. All right, so that's it for this top layer of buttons that's going on up here. This is obviously how you go back. I won't click that quite yet. So now, how do we go in here and like, what are all these like? What's all these stuff popping up on the screen? Some of it's orange, some of it's blue, some of it's green. All right. So there are three things going on, three levels on every single page. Okay. The first level is the section. That is the green. The section it's literally what it sounds like. It's a large section of space that you are able to work with, and you are able to put columns or rows inside of it. So, as you can see, the way to make another section is you just go to the outside, make the green part come out, add a new section, and you can make different widths and all that. Uh, so let's just go with full width. You can go into the settings of this. You can put background images. This is where you'll find different settings uh, for the section, and each element that you put on here is going to have its own specific settings. So this is like, oh, the corner radius, uh, the border. You can have borders on there. Let's make them white so you can actually see them. And let's make them large. So cool. Like there's a huge border right there. Let's make them yellow. So cool. Like now there's a huge border. You can do drop shadows. Drop shadows. You can make it float. You can make it stick to a position. You can make it super round edges. It touches all the way to the side, so you won't actually see the edges do anything. Um, Animation, you can make it do certain things. I don't really mess too much with the animations, except for buttons. I'll do them sometimes for buttons. Stickiness, you can make it literally stick to the top or stick to the bottom, and then we can change the width. So look, you see how I made the edges more round, and then come back, boom, it changes the edge size. Or if I want it more wider or full page, I can change the background. Uh, I can change all the text color for all the text that's in there. Padding is the amount of space that's within something. Um, so that's the section. That's basically creating a huge section on the web page, on your sales page, funnel, whatever it is that you're working on in that moment. Creates a huge section for you to be able to work inside of. Now, the next level on a page is called a row. So what this is a row. You can have multiple different columns. You can ignore these for now, but the columns are individual planes that you're going to be working with. So normally, all you'll really be working with is 1, 2, or 3. You may be working with the other ones, but like it gives you very little space past 3. But look, just so you can see, so that's one column. You can put whatever you want inside of this one column, but it will be in this fixated, like one on top of the other. Next is 2 columns. So now you can put stuff side to side, and you can grab this thing in the middle, move it side to side to give yourself more space. And then obviously by now I'm sure you get it. 3 columns does this, and 4 columns does this. You're able to move it all the way around, and it obviously gets a little glitchy past 4 columns because there's not much space to work with. And I moved it around too much. So this is basically columns. This is how you control where you're going to be putting your elements. Now, what an element is anything that's actually going to be showing up on the page that they're able to either interact with or look at. So this is where you're able to actually choose what goes on the funnel. And when you click on the middle where it says add new elements, you will get a list of all of the stuff that you can put inside of there, which is dope. They're constantly updating this. There's always new stuff being added into here. Especially now, they're definitely, like, this is new. Audio player, Facebook opt-in is new. That's pretty dope. Checkbox Headline. I don't even know what this is. As you can see, it gets a little glitchy sometimes. You kind of have to keep just doing stuff until it pops up. And it's obviously just like, seriously, this is where, there it goes. This is a checkbox headline element. All right. So you're able to add in all sorts of stuff. There's a headline. There's a paragraph. There's a paragraph. Come on. There's a Yo. So there we go. There's a paragraph. There's Okay, this is getting ridiculous. There's an image. There's video. You can put timers. Trying to get as much different stuff on here so you can see all of the different kinds of settings you can do. There's what's one that I use a lot? Icons. No. Icons, dope. All right. So let me get rid of this one. Let me add another one in there because the likelihood of you using that is very low. Bullet lists. All right. So here's all the stuff. So here's a bunch of elements that you'll most likely find yourself using at one point or another. So just regular old text, so you can write copy, bullet points, a nice headline. You know what? Let's throw a sub headline in there as well. There's a image where you can put an image there. There's a video, you can throw video in there, a timer, and an icon. So now you know how to throw elements onto a sales page, but how do you edit them so that they look the exact way that you want them to look? Text is obvious. All right, so you want to get people to buy stuff with copy. So we're obviously going to need text. And then the cool thing, so as far as editing all of this stuff, text, obviously you just click in there and type. I just wanted to show you that it was that simple. For text, you're going to see a lot of the settings once you click on there. A lot of the basic text settings will pop up, but once you want to go further in depth with what it is that you're doing, you can actually go into, so what I clicked was hovered over it so that it was just the, I have to sneeze, but it's not coming. All right, I made it go away. So you go into settings. It's the same thing with this. I guess I'll show you the settings for this. Sorry to jump around a little bit. This is how my brain works. So you're able to change the radius. You're able to put a border on there. Now the radius is like that, or you can make it square. You can put this. Let's make it blue. I said blue. Let's make it 10. Drop shadow. And we're gonna put a white background. Oh, it's beautiful. You know what? I kind of want. Boom. Beautiful. All right. So now we have. I've showed you just a little of the settings that you're able to do inside of there. You're also able to go into the settings of every single element and do some interesting things with every single one of them. You're able to put backgrounds for just the text. This is like opacity, just like any other color wheel editor that you'd find on Photoshop or anything like that. You're able to cycle through colors right here and then change stuff right there. Icon, border color, you're able to add a border, but we don't have either one of those things in there. So let's throw some in there so you can see it. Top margin, you're going to see this happen a lot. This is how much space is between this and whatever is above it. There was something above this before the other thing, but now there isn't because we deleted that checkbox headline thing. So we can move this all the way up very comfortably. You're able to also change the font for these individual things. Let's do this one. Actually, I don't like that one. Boom. That's lit. All right, but you can't see it much. Boom. All right. So you're able to change the line heights. I hardly ever do that. Text transform. This is messing around with whether or not you want it all uppercase. Every first letter capitalized or all of it lowercase. Letter spacing. Boom. You can spread everything out or bring it real close. You get those shadows on there. Text columns, 2 columns. I've actually never done this part. But yeah, there you go. So you can actually make a whole other column, which I don't actually do, but I should probably start. You can do it all the way up to 4 columns, which is pretty lit. You can throw icons on there. Let's put the Apple one. And then, so a bug that's new inside of here, inside of ClickFunnels, hopefully they fix this soon. I don't even think they know it exists yet, is that when you go to the icon thing, it doesn't go away. You have to actually click out of it, go back in, and then go in here. So I'm actually not going to show you how to put an icon on the end. I'm just going to show you that you can. You can put an icon on the end if you want. Of most things, anyways. Padding is the space in between the edges. Boom, so you can add way more padding. Where am I? Radius. So now made it rounder. You can put a border on this as well. Different kinds of borders. 10. This looks like a child's course that I'm making right now. And you can throw some shadows on there if you want with the headline. And now border color. You can change the colors of this. And it's really like that for everything. Like in here, you can change the icon colors. You can change the size. Cool thing. Images, you're able to just upload. I'm not going to actually go in there. No, I don't think I have anything crazy in there. So you can just upload images from right here. There's a bunch of Shopify testimonials because I was letting the homie use this. So you can upload images inside of here. And then just upload them right here. So I guess I'll just take this one at the camera. And then boom, it's right there. You can put borders on it. Boom. Look at that. Shit, sexy. Timers, so videos. These are the platforms that you're able to host your videos on. So luckily you can do YouTube. You just put the URL there. And you can have it autoplay. You can change the width of the video. You can throw borders on this too, which is dope. As far as advanced options, the only thing I would ever mess with is this, 3/4. And you can make it sticky on scroll, extra small top right or top left, and I'll show you what that does in a second. Timer, this is, day countdown, 2018, no, let's do 2019, days until the new year. And then once this ends, you can have it take you to another URL, so that's good for like urgency stuff, which we'll talk more about. You're able to do different themes. So what's I'm just trying to boom. Alright, cool. That works. And then you're able to change the size of this. It'll just let me. Cool. So there's different settings for that. And then this is the icon, which you saw me mess with a little bit up there, but you can actually just have the icon there if you want. Let's pick a nice one. See, like if you're like, click that button. I'm surprised I didn't put the button there, but click that button right there. You can do stuff like that. All right. Now let's see what it is that we've done. Let's actually. So inside of the button settings, you have different actions. You can have it take to certain sites. Go to the next step in the funnel. You can turn it into a Facebook opt-in. You can have it open the pop-up or submit an order. So let's go ahead and save this. Let's previews just so you can see things going on. So look, as you see how I made it sticky on the scroll. So now the video is stuck right there. And then I have to be all the way. So the reason it goes away when I'm all the way up here is because 9 times out of 10, if you do that, you have the video playing up here. So when you're up here, the video's playing, and then you start scrolling, and then it stays on your screen like this. You see the timer. There's 88 days until the new year. That's wild. Here's a click to sign up. There's the picture. There's this. Here's all the stuff that we wrote. And then this also brings up that pop-up. So that's basically like that's that's the funnel editor in a nutshell. Like this is basically all you have to work with. Sections, rows, and elements. That's all it is that you're working with. Three levels. 1, 2, 3. And then you go in there and design it however you want, move things around, keep everything aesthetically pleasing, and then you'll be able to basically the way you'll design it is going to be based on trying to get sales, which we'll talk about more in the sales portion of this course. But I just want you to know how to navigate this thing, where everything is, where the buttons are located, and how to click on everything. And then I'll show you more about the integration stuff on the integration section of this course. So thanks for watching this part of the course. Hope you learned a lot, and we're about to get into some more stuff, so stay tuned.